Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you doing today? It's a legit question to ask, right? How are you doing? How are you guys doing, Instagram? Thank you for joining today. I'm going to give you guys a minute to arrive. Maybe ask yourself that question. How are you feeling today? There is a lot going on. So we're going to give ourselves time to sit and time to just be, just exist here. So today we're doing a Metta meditation, and this is a loving kindness meditation. I have note cards because this is, it's a lot of talking. You guys can sit, you can close your eyes. I will guide you through the whole thing. You don't have to sit either. You can lie down. So again, I'm just going to give you a minute to settle in, get ready. You can have a blanket, a bolster, whatever makes it comfortable. Again, you can lie down through the whole thing. So find what makes you feel comfortable and then get settled in. And we will start to move a little bit, and then we will sit in this Metta meditation, this loving kindness meditation. It's a 3-part, is it 3-part? So maybe 4-part meditation here. It's not super long. It's not super detailed, but it's a little longer than what we are used to. Maybe that 5-minute meditation that we do, or even that 3-minute, 2-minute meditation that we do. So we are going to do just a little movement. Did you know that originally asana, or the movement that we do in our yoga practice, was meant to warm up the body and stretch out the body for meditation? So that is its intended use, and that's what we're going to use it for today. So find a seat, cross-legged if it's comfortable, and then close the eyes. Take the palms, we'll flip the palms to face up, and with the eyes closed, take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. And then just allow yourself to settle into this space here. So we're not jumping right into the meditation. We're just giving ourselves a moment to arise here on the mat. So arise from your slumber, arrive into your space. And just start to connect with the breath. So not changing the breath or anything, just expanding and noticing. And softening and observing. Good. Take an inhale here. Reach your arms up. Let everything extend from the base of the spine all the way up through the fingertips here. Really lengthen here, but allow the shoulders to slide down the back, draw the belly in, take a big breath here. And then exhale, start to walk it forward, allowing some softness through the hips. So making sure you're rooted in the tailbone, but then walking forward. Allowing the knees to soften, allowing the head to soften. Maybe you bend the arms and the forearms come down to the mat. Good. Inhale up just a little bit here. Reach the heart forward. We're just gently going to walk over to the right side. Keep some heaviness in the left side of the body. Maybe left hand comes on top of right. Maybe you soften the head. And then feel kind of this expansion through the left side of the body, the left side of the rib cage. And then walk the hands back to center. And all the way over to the left side. Maybe take right hand on top of left, but only if that really allows expansion and it doesn't collapse you in the left side. Good. Breathing into this space, inhale, lift up. Exhale, walk it back to center, reach and lengthen forward, and then slowly roll it back up to a seated space. Good. We're going to do a seated cat-cow. So take the hands to the knees. Kind of draw the chest down or the chin down, pull the belly in. Good. And then inhale, lift, maybe slide the hands back, open up through the heart. Exhale, drop the chin, slightly round the back, maybe pull belly in. Good. Inhale, lift up, open up through the heart. And exhale, come back to center. Extend the legs. You read my mind, Andrew. And extend the legs straight out in front because we're going to be sitting possibly in a cross-legged position. So we don't want the legs to get too stiff. So we're going to do a little like self-meditation. So we're going to take the hands, gentle fist, and we're just going to give yourself a little massage. So you're going to gently just wake up the thighs, wake up the above the knees, wake up the shins. Maybe you do it on the sides of the calves. Good. Again, we're not being harmful with ourselves, just a little wake-up call. Good. Sit up tall. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend forward. Seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Lift up through the heart. Good. Inhale, come back up to straight. Shift to the side. Shift to the other side. Good. Come back to center. Good. So if you need more movement, feel free, maybe move the neck side to side. This isn't a super long one, so don't gear up for like an hour or anything. It's only maybe 15, 20 minutes max. So get in a comfortable space. So if that means lying down, you can lie down. If you want to sit on a bolster, you can. If you want to sit on a blanket, you can. I think I'm going to sit on my bolster. So find a comfortable seat. And then get ready. All right, are you ready? Are you comfortable? Everybody, it's really important to be comfortable. So don't think that because you've seen people doing meditation seated means that you have to. That's not the case. So something where you can just become aware of the breath and really gentle physically. Good. So you're all comfortable. You're all ready. Close your eyes here. And then just start to become aware of the breath. And so if you feel funny with the eyes closed, you can find a soft gaze just down the tip of the nose or just on something in front of you. And then just start to, without changing the breath, become aware of it. So we notice the breath in its natural state. We notice the rise and the fall of the belly, of the chest. And then maybe you start to become aware of the temperature of the breath as it comes in and out the nose. Maybe it comes in and out the mouth. And see if you can notice where you are at in your cycle of breath. So what does that mean? Notice if you are about to take an inhale or if you're about to take an exhale. Maybe you're at the top of the breath. Maybe you're at the bottom of the breath. Maybe you're in that pause in between. So using this awareness to become fully present in the moment. Maybe you notice any sensations physically in the body. Maybe we notice any tension that we might be feeling, any resistance to this space. So then moving into Metta meditation. Metta meditation is a loving kindness meditation, or it means universal goodwill. I was doing a meditation, and the person that was leading it also compared it to the word agape. So it's a Greek word for love. So if that resonates with you, maybe you think of this agape love. So we are going to just start to picture in your mind's eye a being that brings you joy, just really easily brings you joy. So just somebody, maybe it's a family member, maybe it is a child or a parent, maybe it is an animal companion. So maybe you are with your pets and they evoke the most natural form of joy. So then really start to picture this being sitting right in front of you. Just notice what they look like. Maybe you can see the shape of their face. Maybe the color of their eyes. What does their hair look like? How are they sitting? Just really start to picture this person right in front of you. And then as you imagine their presence, what does it feel like? Notice the love and the joy that you feel as you really picture this being. Where do you feel this love? Where in the body do you feel this joy, this happiness? And then start to direct your breath into the place that you feel this joy. And allow the breath to travel that joy and that happiness throughout the whole body. And spreading it out through your entire being. And then just sit in this feeling, observe this feeling of true joy and happiness. How does it feel to embrace loving kindness? For this person, for this companion. And then again, coming back to the breath. And to the picture of this person in your mind's eye, and then repeat this metta, we can call it a metta prayer or this metta meditation, repeating these words to this person in front of you. And I wrote this down just so I don't kind of mess it up. Good. So to this person, may you be safe and protected from all harm. May you always remember your strength, your beauty, your resilience. May you find true peace and true happiness, healing and belonging. May you be liberated from all forms of suffering. And then come back to your breath. And start to observe the inhales and the exhales. Sitting in that feeling again of joy and happiness. Good. And then start to, in your mind's eye, start to picture a person or a being who you have just a neutral relationship with. So this is maybe someone that you work with, a coworker, or somebody that doesn't evoke any sort of emotion, good or bad. So super neutral. And then start to picture this person in your mind's eye. This person or this being sitting in front of you. What does this person look like? Start to picture maybe the contours or the shape of their face. What is this person wearing? How is this person sitting? What color is this person's hair, their eyes, their fur? And then taking that metta, taking that loving kindness that you felt from that person or that being that just sparked that pure sense of happiness. We'll send this metta to this person sitting in front of you now. And then saying these words in your mind, repeating these words to this person sitting in front of you. May you be safe and free from all harm. May you always remember your beauty, your strength, and your resilience. May you find true peace and true happiness, healing and belonging. And may you be liberated from all forms of suffering. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your space, just observing in the moment. Notice the inhales and the exhales. Notice where you're at in your cycle of breath. Maybe noticing the temperature of the breath. The sensations you feel in the body. And then bringing into your mind's eye. This one's a little different. So bringing into your mind's eye someone that you might be in slight conflict with. So someone that you might have just a little bit of a negative emotion towards. And this is really small. So slight conflict is not large conflict. So this is, if it's on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 3 or a 4. So once you have pictured this person or kind of landed on a being that you are in slight conflict with, or you have a slight amount of negative emotion for, allow the eyes to close. Again, this is nothing heavy. This could be a friend that you've gotten in an argument with, or maybe you've had a minor disagreement with, or a coworker that you just don't really like so much. Or maybe even just a family member that you might be, again, in a slight conflict with. So once you have this person, this is someone you're going to want to send metta to. So allow the eyes to close and start to picture this person. And picture them sitting in front of you. And when this image comes into your mind's eye, notice any sensation that you start to feel. So notice any tension that might start to come up. And without judging the tension, just notice it's neither good nor bad, it just is. So don't try to push it away, just observe. And then notice maybe a shift in the breath. Maybe the breath feels a little short now. Just observe it. Maybe you feel the heart start to speed up as you picture this person or this being. Good, and then as you picture this person, maybe we start to think of what it would feel like to hold space for this person. Good. So holding space for maybe why they feel the way they do, or why they did what they did to you. Maybe they said something mean to you, or maybe they acted out of ignorance. And then we start to feel what it's like to hold compassion for that person, or allowing compassion for that ignorance, knowing that we as humans all act with ignorance at some point in our lives, right? So what does it feel like to maybe hold space for this person that could be struggling, and that's the reason they have lashed out at you, or that's the reason they were mean to you, or that's the reason that they just rub you the wrong way. They are also holding hurt in their space. What does it feel like to allow for compassion and maybe to understand this person's story? Just notice. Good. And then knowing that maybe if you're in conflict with this person, maybe if you're in a current fight with this person, that maybe the conflict is just the way of a relationship asking itself to deepen. So just think about that, just observing that. Good. And then just observing again what it's like if we can allow space to hear this person's story. And trying to make sense of why this person acted again the way they did. But then it's important to note that this compassion isn't justifying action. And this sense of understanding is not a replacement for accountability, right? We are just holding space and observing what it's like to hold space for other people's pain. And then if you feel that you can offer this person metta. So we're offering this person loving kindness, this person that you have pictured right in front of you. And then come back to the image of that person. Good. So knowing that if we hold space for this person, and then knowing that maybe the healing from this person is also tied with your healing. Offering that metta. So picturing that person, really truly picturing that person. And this, if it's too hard, you don't have to do it. You can do it another time. But if you can, picture that person and then repeating, may you find safety. May you find healing. May you be safe and protected from all harm. May you always remember your strength, your beauty, and your resilience. May you find true peace and true happiness, healing and belonging. May you be liberated from all forms of suffering. If that's a heavy one, bring yourself back into your breath. What does it feel like to be in your body? Feel the heaviness and the weight of your body. What does it feel like to breathe? Come back to where you are in the cycle of your breath. And then starting to picture yourself. So this is a bit of like stepping out of the body here. Picture yourself. What are you wearing? What does your hair look like? What color are your eyes? How are you sitting? Picture yourself in front of you. And then offering metta, offering this loving kindness to yourself. Good. Picture yourself looking at yourself. And then repeating these words. May I be safe and protected from all harm. May I always remember my strength, my beauty, and my resilience. May I find true peace and true happiness, healing and belonging. And may I be free and liberated from all forms of suffering. And again, coming back to the breath, breathing deep into the space. And then allowing that metta to expand all through the body. Allow the breath to deepen in, allow that feeling of compassion, loving kindness, universal goodwill to spread throughout the entire body. I'm sitting here just for a few more moments. And then gently allow the eyes to open here. So blink the eyes open. Good. And then if you would like, you can take Shavasana. So you can lay down onto the mat. Otherwise, you can be free to be done. But if you would like, we're going to take Shavasana. So laying down on the back. So move the bolster if you are on a bolster. I'm going to stay seated because my microphone turns off if I lay down. So lay all the way down on the back. Allow the arms to come to the sides. Allow the ankles to splay. And then maybe open the jaw a little bit. Move the jaw around, release the tongue. And then laying on the back in Shavasana, take a really big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. And do that again. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. One more time. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And then release into this space, Shavasana. Allow the body to soften and relax. Allow any thoughts that may still be in the mind to dissolve. Allow the breath to relax. Allow any tension to fall from the shoulders. And then gently roll to the right side. So mini Shavasana, rolling to the right side. And then allowing the hands to help you up. Make your way up to a comfortable seated space. Good. And then flipping the palms to face up. And pause here for a moment. And then placing the hands together at heart center. And just allowing a sense of gratitude for this practice, for this meditation. Feeling that space of loving kindness, that metta that you have just practiced for those people that you pictured and then for yourself. So meditation or just this compassion awareness or this compassion practice, the more we practice, the easier it becomes or the bigger the weight it can hold. Does that make sense? So the bigger things we can take on. So if that practice felt a little tough, try again, and eventually our compassion muscles strengthen and we can lift it up. We'll lift up that compassion for others. So with the hands together at heart center, lifting up through the heart. The divine light in me honors the divine light in each and all of you. Thank you for coming. Namaste. Shanti, my friends, thank you for coming. That was a little different than what we're used to, right? So there's a lot going on, like I said, in the world, and having just a small amount of kindness and compassion, that universal loving kindness for people, for self, allows us to take it off the mat and into the world where we can be of service to others who need our help in this moment, in this time. Thanks for coming, guys. Namaste.